I've got three options of different valves to choose, and I wanted to talk through which one is the right choice, because one is correct, one would be ineffective, and one would be a really bad choice. So we've got this valve here, which is the main shutoff coming in, and this is a well system, so it's not city water, it's a well pump. And this main pipe wraps around the water heater, comes over here, and this is a pressure tank and a pressure switch, okay? And then we've got another valve here that is after the pressure tank and pressure switch, and that goes up to the top of the water heater and feeds the water heater, cold water, and then the cold water line goes up and feeds the rest of the house. And here we have our third choice, which is a shutoff valve here after the water heater. So if I wanted to shut the water off to the shower in the main house, and there's not an extra shutoff, which I wish there was just for the shower, but I have to shut all the water off. Originally, I was going to go with the main line because that shuts all the water off to the house, right? But because this is a well system, if we were to shut that off, the water is not going to get to the pressure tank. However, all the pressure in the tank and all the water in the system will still drain out. So if we were to do that, the water would drain out, the pressure switch would click on, telling the pump to pump more water, and the pump would be pumping, but the water would have nowhere to go because the main valve was shut off. So that would be the bad choice. Now you could flip the breaker for the well pump and just have it not turn on, and that would also work. But we've got this other valve here that is after the pressure tank. That is the correct choice, because now you shut all the main water supply to the house off, but the pressure tank remains pressurized, the pressure switch does not trip on, and so that one is the one that actually works. The one up here is going to be ineffective. It'll shut the cold water off to the house, but it'll still leave the water heater and the hot water line pressurized, so you would end up having to drain all of the hot water out of the tank before, or at least all the pressure, before all the water would shut off. So those are your choices, and hopefully this is helpful if you've got a similar situation.